Live. Alright. Hello, people. It's time to stream. We are doing... Alright, we're gonna be a lot of... back and forth to Zoom, huh? Sup, Samurai? How it goes? We're doing the Chaplain on a bike. Or beginning it, anyway. Well, short of the main base work, I already did the majority of that. Actually, I still have a little bit of cleanup to do. I forgot to do that. But we're starting the proper model itself now. Good, got the airbrush set up. Nice. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out what we're actually starting with, because this guy I plan on doing... So he's tier 4. So what I'm thinking is painting this guy more like a... almost like a traditional piece. So it's all going to be like volume and non-metallic metals. Which... I feel like I was really new to, then I started doing a lot of it in the digital art stuff. So now I feel like I have a bit more of a handle on it, but it's still like... Whoa. I'm kind of thinking of practicing a little bit on the bolt shells down here on the ground. Painting those like a brass. Sounds good that way? What sounds good? Sorry, I already forgot like half of what I just said. Oh, you mean like painting it like a traditional art piece? Yeah. If I pull it off, this will look absolutely amazing. So what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna get my brush. I'm actually gonna start by grabbing. It's gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to do a lot of mixing, a lot of blending. Let's get ready for that. So it's gonna be very slow. This whole thing's gonna be quite slow. I'm gonna grab Mornfang Brown and I'm gonna start by base coating the brass shells and that, and then we're gonna work our way up to like yellows and whites. There's even going to be like a little bit of gray, I think, going in here. Just spot of gray. A little bit more gray. Yeah, that's better. We're gonna be painting like a real artist today. Gonna be wild. Camera's also going to be a little funky because this model is like a lot bigger than a lot of the other stuff. Or, actually, yeah, it's the biggest non-vehicle thing I've painted on the stream yet. Although, I guess it is technically a vehicle, but whatever. Alright, so... Hold on, I need this, like, higher... It's not tapping the brush so much. Alright. I think we're good. I just wish the guy didn't assemble it before sending it to me. I would have so preferred to paint this in pieces. I could especially tell when I was, over the weekend, prepping the first Outrider. Even though it's not going to be for a while, but still. And that was in pieces, and I'm like, oh man, painting this bike is going to be so easy. I need a little bit of flow improver. Here we go. So how are you liking the airbrush so far, Samurai? Have you done anything with it? No, I use it as I'm waiting for the cleaning stuff. That's fair. Although when I do make my guide for how I maintain my airbrush, you'll find that like it's not nearly as much work as it feels like. I learned that the hard way. I used to clean it like absolutely crazy. And then actually ironically it worked less good than it does now. I'm not entirely sure why. It was quite weird. It was like the less I cared about how the airbrush was, the better it functioned. It was like an orc device. Is that a rock or is that a part of the ship? No, that's a rock. Alright, so that's gonna be our base for them, and we're gonna start introducing some yellow in here. So I'm gonna get actually I want this like a brighter, fairly brightish yellow. Let's get some phalanx yellow here. This is if you watched me do the robes on the blade guard, this is effectively just that on a just deviating in colors instead of just going brighter. Alright, so let's get just a bit of brown in there. Some of this is kind of new territory for me. Oh, the ancient one. Okay, former. If I'm ancient, what is like Venom, for example? Or Zombie? There's like a hair there, it's really dragging the paint more than I need. It feels like brighter. Feels a fair bit brighter than I actually need here. I wanted to say the Elder one, sorry. I can deal with Elder. Elder is fine. That's nothing new, actually. Being the oldest of 4 siblings, that's just kind of always been my title. Okay, so I need it... First off, I need it darker. That's better. That's close to what I had in mind. I feel like the sides need to go down a little bit more. Let's pull. Oh yeah, definitely on this side. This side definitely needs to be pulled down a bit. Sup, Mike? Hmm. 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 How's it going? Fairly good. Kind of a busy day so far, but I'm holding on. It's starting to come more together, yeah. I think that little bit of in between definitely helped. This is all going to be very slow, progressive painting. If you came here to see stuff painted quickly at a high level, you're sorely mistaken. We're gonna be spending like a good probably like 30 minutes on these brass cases. I actually kind of want to desaturate this yellow a little bit, honestly. I feel like this yellow is too yellow. I need some white. Who shall be known as the gray old one? I think that's zombie. Yay, slow painting. Well, yeah, we're doing. So here's my strategy, Mike. As this is tier 4, my thought was we're gonna do this as if we're painting like a traditional painting piece. So this is gonna be a lot of blending, a lot of non-metallic metal, a lot of volume painting, which is all very, very slow. Nope, need more yellow now. We're gonna be spending about as much time on the palette as we are on the piece. This is gonna be an adventure because some of this is also somewhat new to me as well. I understand the concepts, and I think I nailed a lot of it when doing the digital art, because I was doing a lot of it in the digital art stuff. But yeah. In Stockholm, I fell into a river when preventing car to hit some old dude. Now I'm sick. I mean, you're taking one for the team. We'll get a purple heart sent to you pronto. Oh, I'm loving the new game. Oh, the Pokemon. Have you poked any men yet? Actually, I think that needs to be slightly this way as well. Actually, I wonder if it wouldn't... Yeah, actually, I get a better... I should be doing it this way instead of lengthwise. It's a more realistic reflection. And I'm gonna soften this all down like a ton. This is quite bright. But I think actually moving backwards might be good. I have poked a few, man. Nice. Just a bit of man poking. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this here. We're gonna. It's also fairly challenging to do this, with my head so far away from the model. I don't know if this was thin enough, but... I'm also trying to... I feel like this isn't coming out metallic enough, and I'm trying to figure out how to bridge the gap from browns and yellows to brass. Oh, I'm gonna get a reference pick in a second. I went back to Krakow in Poland. When I was in Poland, some Ukrainian lady told me I'm a coward for not going to Ukraine and falling inside her people, even though I'm obviously young and fully capable to do so. Doing this traveling thing. A Ukrainian lady just sounds entitled, honestly. Like, you're Polish, it's not your fight yet. Oh, wow, sweet. My trading thing is going very well, by the way. What am I looking for? Right. Painted brass casings. I want to see some... Oh, no, I'm seeing brass casings that have been painted. No, I need a painting of brass cases. I'm check. We just went to the airport there. It was cheaper. Oh, so like you're even further removed. Nice. Yeah. No, that lady's nuts. Actually, yeah. Here we go. Let's just look at a shell casing. That's what I need. I need just a picture of a shell casing. Okay. Alright. So... Okay, that's what's messing me up. The whole thing needs to be a lot duller. And when the reflection does start, it's actually fairly abrupt, and there's a little bit of orange on one side. So it's like a yellow, yellow broad, and then a bit of brown, then a bit of orange, then a dark brown. That's the key. It's that double reflection going on. You don't want to be crippled by landmine or something, or die. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what happens in war. Okay, so I need to dull this down dramatically. That sounds like fun. I mean, I hear there's a pill for that. In either direction. No, it does. You can't play Warhammer. Based. Based and pilled. Right there. Suppose really, yes, we just had a conversation about that. The, yeah, no, they are very yellow. I'm working on dulling them back down. I forgot to get, a reference pic to work off of. But I have one now, so we are now going in the correct direction. Just saying. Wash can take care of it now. Yeah, it's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm doing I'm doing a super thin coat of like the yellow and Mornfang brown Eshin gray mix. This is one of those streams where you really gotta watch my palette, what I'm doing on the palette. I know that the camera isn't the greatest, or the lighting or whatever isn't the greatest on the palette, but that's where a lot of the magic here is going to be happening. So what I need, not just dimming down the yellow, but I need to get that double reflection going on. Color palettes. Are you sure you're Mike the Potato, not, I see a lot going on in palette. Oh yeah, over here. That's where most stuff's going on. So, let's see, I need darker, just a little bit of yellow. A little bit more yellow. Yeah, that's good. I found it unfair Torx Prime's new Cox can't take doctrines, nor they have stormtrooper ability like rest of Science. Is that their vehicle? That's kind of weird. Is their vehicle? Oh, I hope they fix it. Yeah, that's quite bizarre. Also, these are definitely coming up as more yellow than they actually are in the OBS. And that's really yellow. I like yellow. Well, it's... it's still fairly yellow. Needs more coats of this darker color I've got here. So right now, with Scions not having ability to order after Deep Strike Valkyries being overcost and Tarks being kind of bad, best Scion army is one using big blob of feet slug and infantry in my honest opinion. That kind of sucks. Well, I kind of feel you there. That's how I'm feeling about Raven Guard right now, which is kind of dumb. Like Space Marines have so many options for getting people somewhere, and just all of them are kind of bad, except for just running there. I think transports in general could kind of just use, like, some help. Like, basically, unless it has open tops, no one really uses transports. I think the fact that you can only get out at the beginning of the movement phase is a big part of it. I feel like if they changed that to basically all of them having the what's it called? The impulsors assault rule, like making that the norm, I think things would. I think assault, transports would be a lot better in general. Their Warlord trait that allows units within 6 inches of Warlord to rapid fire in every distance. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, I realized that the double reflection part, that was because you had two brass casings like right next to each other. So there was some of that going on. Still like too yellow. Let me see. Maybe there's another color I can introduce to pull it over a little bit. Maybe some of the Spestigore flesh. Maybe a little bit of that. So I can just walk forward and gunning down everything in sight. That's like literally how I play my Raven Guard right now. It just seems better. Just a bunch of like Hellblasters and Eradicators covering the and other armor with just guns. And they just cover the infiltrators and intercessors. They're actually sitting on objectives. Yeah, that's the color I needed. It's actually, I think what it is that I have... I'm gonna try lowering the exposure a little bit. That's a lot closer to reality. Not that dark. Maybe about... there? The dark bits are darker, but that's kind of closer. We'll stick to like there. Yeah, that's pretty close to what they actually look like. I feel like maybe just a tiny bit of like pretty bright yellow along the actual curves. White was acting... Not even white. It's not even yet white. It's like yellow, and it was still acting like weird. Anyway. Still not quite there. I'm wondering if... because they're surrounded by black stuff, I shouldn't add just a little bit of gray. It should be lighter gray. It'd be a lighter gray. It'd be like some Dawnstone mixed in. I think GW should give Scions Gray Knight treatment, using one box to make everything from troops to heavy support units, fast attack units using assault, hotshot, last carbines, for example. Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, that would probably be the efficient way to do it, but, you know, GW. I'll write them a letter. I'm sure that'll work. Exactly as planned. Nothing could go wrong.
Water. Water. Water.
I shall have some water.
Water.
I need to work on the timing of that one. Yeah, that should not be up for so long. Knock it down like 15 seconds. Oh, so one of the only things I actually did work on for the channel was working on a bunch of the sound alerts. I'm not done yet, but some of the sound alerts have changed, been improved. There's some new ones. Oh, and all the sound alerts in the sound alert menu are free. There. It's still, like, very yellow on cam, like, jeez. Well, it is kind of yellow in person, too. I wonder if my base color is too brown, and maybe that's making it look more yellow than it is. Maybe I should brighten slightly the rest of it. If they get just a little bit darker, I think they're good. Okay, they're not as yellow as they look on cam, honestly. I'm not sure where all the yellow on cam is coming from. Even after turning down the exposure, it's not that yellow. So just think there's a little bit more orangey brownish, and it's closer to reality, which actually is looking pretty good right now. So I'm just gonna move on, I think. Alright, there's a lot going on in this model. I'm somewhat tempted to do the tires next. Which, like, black rubber. Good lord, how do you paint black rubber? I know I've seen a lot is that these inside bits are usually Esser and gray-ish. Kind of like that. And I'm thinking if I manually paint the rest black and with a little bit of highlight along there, but only a little, I think that'd be good. All right, let's start by getting the indents on gray. So let's get a bunch of Escher and gray. That was a skull tap. It's command add skull tap. If anyone wants to hit that and add to the counter, that'd be cool. Oh, hey, Venom. Thank you. How goes Venom? Yeah, this is one of those projects that, like, it's gonna be really cool when towards the end, but in the beginning it's fairly tedious. Most of this thing is actually gonna be fairly tedious. Although the blending part is fun, I have to say. I do enjoy blending. I'm glad to finally be doing a lot more blending. Blending is enjoyable. If time costly. I know that's not really a phrase, but I said it. It's going. Work from home today, trying to paint and work. How's that working? I mean, I paint and work all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think there's any problem at all. Speaking of which, how's my trading going right now? Oh, sweet. All my trades are cleared right now. Sweet. I have made $100 today. And it's still another hour and a half left in the trading day. Pretty good. I'd like it to get a little bit higher, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Like, yeah, the new bot, chef's kiss. It feels a little bit like I figured out the. Also, I'm gonna raise the exposure again, back to normal. It feels a little bit like I've found the unlimited money hack for life. But I don't know if that's actually completely true, and it definitely takes time to build up. Fortunately, I was already living like a monk, so my personal expenses are so low that it actually immediately covers my immediate expenses. So, yeah. Speaking of which, all the sound alerts are now free, because I don't need bits anymore. I mean, they're nice. Go ahead and cheer if you wish. I've also improved some. I'm working on improving more. Ironically, that was one of the main things I did work on for the channel, was the sound alert system. I don't know why, I got inspired to do that, of all things. There's some new ones, some ones with better images. I updated the main alerts, like new subscribers, new followers, stuff like that. The raid one that was always kind of iffy on. It's different now. I think an improvement. I hope. I originally had one idea, and then I figured it wasn't actually appropriate. I wanted to do, because I found the alert already in the library for the Fear Turkey bit from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. And I was like, what if I made that the raid tone? And then realized anyone that didn't know Hellsing Ultimate Bridge might find that somewhat offensive. If they didn't, like, figure out the correct context I'm trying to apply it in. Okay, I'm not bothering down there. That's absurd. So wait, oh, and I did my brush and my drinking water. Dude, that's why I gotta get one of my mugs. Sup, Sai? Oh, Sai, I actually had both my D&D games yesterday, so there's actually stuff going on now. I had one of the funniest, like, in D&D business meetings I've ever had. Because I was basically simultaneously holding a halfling hostage in a really amusing way. Not really hostage. Well, no, I was holding him hostage, but only because he basically insisted on it. So are you for sure not going to be playing my Wednesday game? Because that means I got... because that means I can talk to you about stuff that would otherwise be spoilers. I'm gonna say... Yes, I'm definitely not playing. I've got a lot of, like, stuff going on right now. So, yeah, I'm not gonna add to my plate at the moment. Thank you for the invite. We already got 5, should be number 6. That's pretty stuffed party already. Yeah. That's true. That's correct. Yeah. There. But also, I just had my D&D game I played yesterday. How'd that go? Our DM is like genuinely concerned if there's gonna be an evil campaign simply because we're playing like the most sadistic MFers ever. No. Really? Can't even imagine. Dude, I gotta take pictures of these Blade Guard. I've just been... Honestly, I spent the most of the week as anxious. Turns out I didn't even have anything to be anxious about. I did my math wrong. We can find a leprechaun girl in the forest crying. She lost her parents, doesn't know where they went. Turns out some kobolds told him we agreed to help her out. So good so far. Yeah, sounds like an adventuring party. Right? Alright. I can only imagine where this is gonna go. Is this Dawnstone still good? No, not really. I'll grab some of this Dawnstone over here. Nah, that Dawnstone's not good either anymore. Alright, new Dawnstone it is. So it turns out they took him to a kobold village. Alright. And keep in mind, kobolds in this area are just as modern and equal of a race as like elves and humans. Okay, so they're not like dragon version of goblins, basically. Because that's what standard kobolds are. They're just scaly goblins, really. We barge in and start blasting. Just start blasting. I can't do the quote very well, but I do enjoy it. Kobolds and goblins just another race in this world. Alright. Alright. Carry on. I'm waiting for when this gets weird. We take out a majority of their warriors and even a decent chunk of the villagers that fought us. Okay. Did it turn out that they had not taken them, but had invited them over to, like, organize a search party for their lost kid or something like that? Is that where this is going? That's where I feel like it's going. The DM kept trying to tell us to run, but instead we held our ground, kept fighting until we dropped like 2/3 of the entire village's fighters. Okay. They start retreating. Right. I feel like I didn't put as solid of an ash and gray base coat on some of these as I thought I did. We don't stop killing. Alright. They do eventually make it back to the village, though. We retreat for a long rest and regroup. Go into the village again the next day. Okay. This time, are you like... Oh, man. I immediately think... Because, you know, I'll wait for the ad to finish. Because you're not a sub! Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Keep in mind, at this point, the only people left like women, children, kobolds, mostly running away the entire time, but every single one was full on elimination mode. Oh boy. Oh, my music stopped. Full blow Anakin with the sand. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, after that we got lost in their base for an hour trying to find where it stuffed his parents. They kidnapped with no enemies left at all. We already have a necromancer lizard folk on a party who kills people, eats the meat off their bones, and resurrects them as skeletons. That's a good way of not wasting the meat. I usually just demeat them via other skeletons. So I think just having that all just kind of steered us in the way of brutality and not the strongest morals. I want to pamper those motorcycle dudes. The motorcycle dudes can be quite fun. This guy is going to be a little over the top because I'm doing him. So he's a tier 4 commission. So I'm painting him like a traditional painting style. So it's all like blending and volume and non-metallic metals. Which takes a very long time, but ends up looking like really, really good. Through a lot of like subtle additions, like how the corners of the gray in there is slightly lighter, so the catching of the light on them is even more intense. And those are, well, okay. The brass shells look a lot better in person. The camera adds a lot of yellow to them for some reason. Loves to paint with like freehand flames and stuff. Or wait, what about like army green with one of those jaws to give like the A10 Warhawks? So if you want to do green, army green with like the flame part, that's salamanders. Straight up. Like we have a faction for that. That's literally the salamanders. I can pull up an image for you. Give me a second. Yeah, like this is one of their named characters right here. Yeah. Yeah, like their whole thing is green and black with literal like fire painted on their armor. They use lots of flame weapons. The salamander part is actually what they call dragons on their homeworld, or what we would call like dragons basically. I don't remember if they breathe fire or not, but the whole thing's covered in like volcanoes and stuff. This is like a Horus Heresy army. You can see the flames on the tanks back there, on their armor. Yeah, it's a really cool scheme and stuff. But it's definitely for someone that is a fairly decent painter to really make it come to the most life. Hey, look how much fire's on these guys over here. Like, jeez. I'm gonna try to zoom in more. Yeah, so that's salamanders. So, yeah. What was I just thinking? Oh, pardon me. Yeah, one of those bikes with this. Yeah, no, the plain jaws. No, I knew what you were talking about, yeah. Where would you put that exactly? Like, here? Upper jaw, lower jaw, just has a bit of an overbite? Or like, here? I mean, this is only here because this is a character. I can show you one of the normal bikes. Here's a finished bike for the white scars. This is what normal bikes look like. More in the center there, so like over in here. Yeah. Kind of like what I did with the Yeah, right over those on the front. Yeah. That's kind of like what I did with my Thunderhawk. I put up. Not Thunderhawk. Jeez. One day I'd like to own a Thunderhawk, but man, are they big mouths. No, my Storm Raven. Um, this could have been a lot bigger, but I'm still working on my freehand. But yeah, something like that. Probably work out fairly well. There's probably people that have done that, so you could probably find pictures to help work off. I actually did that in one 2-hour stream, that bird skull there. Which felt pretty good to do that in only, you know, a little under 2 hours. Alright, let's do the corners of the back tire interior. And I gotta figure out how I'm doing, I gotta get some pictures of rubber. You ever play Starbound? I have not played Starbound. Actually, speaking of Starbound, you know what I was playing again for the first time, like, since basically when it came out? The other day? Or, like, yesterday? Was that yesterday? No, night before. No Man's Sky. Just trying it out. It was pretty fun for the first couple hours, and then when I started coming down, like, building my base, I kind of started losing interest. I don't know why. I think the survival aspect was what it was grabbing onto me. I have that problem with a lot of survival games. Once it becomes less survival, my interest starts waning. I need that struggle bit. The problem is, I don't know how to keep a game going based off that kind of motivation. I think I made this one a lot lighter, but you know, it'll be fine. It does look pretty good, actually. Fun Terraria-like game, but you have a ship and go from plane to plane and sci-fi. Yeah, so just like No Man's Sky, actually. You know, I've heard of it. I've heard of it a bunch. I've just not played it. It's 2D. I vaguely remember that. You know what I should be doing with the tires? Just putting a bunch of texture paint on them. After I paint them. Because there's no way these tires are this clean. They do look really good clean, though. So far, anyway. This is coming together quite nicely right here. Well, anyway, I just got into a huge war battle planned for once in one shot, mostly going to segregate the other units into things called war actions the players can take, kind of like their legendary actions. The enemy will have these too. That's a cool way of doing it. That is something I've been interested in quite some time. When I consider DMing as how would I handle doing really large battles? Because I definitely want large battles. Large battles are really cool to me. And I've done a couple, not DMing, but I've played in a couple, and it feels like there's nothing quite like being like as amazing as D&D is. I feel like one of the pinnacles of D&D is a well-executed, large set-piece battle. Because of all the stuff you can do with it. Like, it was such an incredible experience in mine. My main campaign has a lot of these large-scale battles, and it's going to get even bigger. Oh, yeah, I've had that struggle for a few years. Sorry, I might going backwards here. It's not like an actual 30-40 creature combat. Oh, yeah. That's a mess. I've had that struggle for a few years. My main campaign has a lot of large-scale battles. I find them in a few minutes make it believable and fun. I feel like if I were to do it, I'd pull a lot of techniques from Warhammer. Of doing, sorry, I just had like a surge of like ideas and concepts in my head. Okay, yeah, that's too much to talk about. This just had like I just had like the D&D equivalent of like a Jimmy Neutron like brain blast. Like just so many like things just rushed through my head just now. I need like a reference pick for tires here. Like actual tires. Like, how does light hit a tire in reality, right? Okay, it's all actually fairly flat. There's a little bit of deviation there. Okay. It's... the specific picture's a little weird. I need... that a little bit better? Well, for one, the side is almost lighter than the front. And light kind of hits it as like a horizontal sheen kind of deal. Oh, nice. I'm in new trades. Just figure I'd go look at that while I'm at it. It's gonna clear in a minute, too. Nice. Another 15 bucks. It is gonna realistically have 60 creatures on the good side, 80 creatures on the bad side, all fighting at once, but the war strength is going to be split into 3 platoons, each one with their own part in the missions. That way now I gotta focus on 1/3 that the party is with. And after that, I relegate the majority of the other fighters as groups with abilities that can be called forth by the players, like a row of archers wing one of your command to fire. That's pretty good. I need to get some Army Painter Matte Black on the palette and see if that's actually dramatically darker than this same paint put through the airbrush. If it is, I have an idea that'll make this easier on me. It does look way darker. I already made a map for it. It's in D&D Finish Showcase on Discord. Cool deal. Conclave has a group of troops hanging from the top of the map down the middle of the bottom, and the players will be setting up an ambush however they please. Ambushes are fun. Alright, is that... That looks the exact same. Okay, so I can't do it that way. That's fine. I just need to very slightly lighten up the sides. It's straight up just made Eshin Gray. I could have just pulled out Eshin Gray, whatever. It's honestly looking pretty good. I am pretty proud of these tires thus far. Fun download, 20 years old game. Hope it will work. What'd you get, former? Played it as a youngling. Are you saying you're not still a youngling? I mean, it sounds like you're one of us elders then. Robin Hood, Legend of Sherwood? I have not heard of it. Anakin, no. No, we just had this whole thing at the beginning of the stream, former trying to call me an old man. And I'm like, if I'm the ancient one, what does that make, like, Venom and Zombie and stuff? You're almost 30 though. Ew, yeah, don't remind me. I still have a year and a half. Thank you. I don't wanna not be in my 20s though, that this is true. It's really messing with me though. There's gonna be a point soon, sooner rather than later, and I'm not gonna be in my 20s anymore, and I don't like it. The best year's gone, yeah. A lot of them somewhat lost in a relationship that went funky. But that's on me. It's gonna be good though. Now that I'm starting to make real money, I'm gonna look better than I ever have. You'd be amazed how much of your appearance is dependent upon currency. Like, you know what? It's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna go into my 30s looking better than how I looked going into my 20s. That's my goal. Start playing old RuneScape music. Oh no. Breakfast time? Sounds good. Hashy eggs and sausage coming up. Nice. I feel like I made that worse. I feel like I need to fix that. I need to get some Eshin Gray, and I need to make it thin, and then I need to redo that. Because it was just basically Eshin Gray. That's what I put on it. And you know what? That's nothing new to me at this point. My development stages being the decade after when they should have happened. That's kind of just how it goes in my life. Because other people keep stealing my decades of my life in dumb ways. Because of their own beliefs and problems. Because I've not had the money to be independent. And I'm changing that now, so... Also, I'm gonna do so much partying. I think it's too blue. I feel like Eshin Gray's got too much blue in it for what I want. Let's add some... I feel like I need to add some white and add some black. I need to desaturate this Eshin Gray. Alright, so... now I gotta figure out the lights. So light hits tires kinda interestingly. It kinda hit it... It's very flat and... it's very desaturated. It's like if I just consistently like add white to black and work my way up. That's basically how it'll go. Alright. Oh, I keep jumping to the wrong thing. No, move it back over there. Alright, I think... how do I want this light to hit? So I kind of already had the bolt shell set, but there's some light coming from like this direction. So just a little bit of... right up along here. Actually, no, it's like this. It does in like a cone pattern that gets smaller. Need more black in my palette. It's a little hard because in real life, tires don't have like super rounded corners. They're very flat with just the big differences on the tread being cutouts. They don't have like multiple layers like this, and they don't round over like that. Not really. When they do, it's through flat, like it's like geometric. So it's like... almost wonder if I shouldn't be applying this part with an airbrush. I am gonna go back and darken, like, not just darken, but like, blend this in more. Basically, I'm gonna make a black wash, kinda like non oil, but not quite. I think that's how I'm gonna darken this the way I want. Yeah, this part maybe is something I should put through the airbrush, maybe. Because it would make it very flat. Yeah, I feel like that didn't... Yeah, that didn't really work. Let's see if I can clean off a bunch of it. Ah, it's pulling off the... Alright, I'm gonna have to redo some of the original stuff, which is just basically a mesh stratum gray, when I think about it. It wasn't really dry yet, apparently. Probably should just let that whole thing dry and then just redo the paint, because now I'm worried I'm messing up the other stuff I did before. Alright, I guess let that dry and then see where we are. Yeah, light is kind of weird on tires. I think I'm going about this wrong. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going about this wrong. I need to... Ugh. It's really weird. It's almost like... Alright, let's pull off like super realistic tires. Let's pull away from that concept maybe a bit. Let's go back to what we had before. I'm gonna get a bigger brush to make this faster. This just turned into a mess. Just a mess. Hmm. Oh right, that's why it still has a ping on it. So I keep getting distracted by Discord saying I have messages. Holy crap, hey Venom, if you're still there, your plasma cannons look amazing. That is solid. Like, real solid. Thanks, someone went just a center highlight. Yeah, no, it came out looking great. Yeah, no, it came out real good. Need the rest of us to dry so I can fix, just go back to what I had before. Like, I'm not entirely sure if right now if the tires need more than that right there, honestly. Maybe like tiny bit of highlight? It's hard because like I don't know if every raised surface needs a highlight because of how we're going to be doing the majority of this. It's going to be with volume, which volume doesn't really do edge highlights. Not really. Not most of the time. I am thinking about... Let's get these brushes out of here. It's actually a little bit of highlighting I could do, which is in keeping with the rest of the scheme I just thought of. Get to witness the tire painting strats first. Yeah, as I develop the tire painting strats. You're watching the R&D moments here. Alright, first off, I need to fix the first layer. I need to like just redo the first step, which is frustrating. But that's where we're at. Because I tried a thing and was dumb about it. I should have just waited and then just painted over it. Just reset by just painting black. It wouldn't have caused as much damage. Alright. Now, I have to do the lower lighter bit again. I got just a little bit lighter. That's not a skull tap. Anyone in chat to put in a command add skull cap? Or skull tap, I mean. Thank you, Venom. Also, pardon me while I'm getting progressively more and more quiet as I get more and more focused. This is also very, like I said before, very layer intensive. This is basically like, what I'm doing right now is basically volume painting, where I'm just slowly building up the highlights, which is how most of this thing is going to be painted, by the way. So prepare thyself. It feels almost like the middle where the black is should now be a much lighter shade of, well, black. You know what? I can be okay with that. Let's make it happen. Actually, yeah, it would be a very dark gray to start with. And all my black is well inside the frigging flow improver. Woo! Alright. The music has ended. Alright, how are we feeling about the tires now? I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't... Yeah, I should probably darken these down a little bit here. Actually, I think that one layer did the trick. Almost. Almost. Needs a little bit more. Oh, right, it has some fresh black over there. Alright. Now... Oh, we're at 5. No wonder I feel like it's been a long time. It's been a long time. They started a half hour late, so we'll keep going. The next part, I think, is going to be the hubcaps. Which is going to be wonky. Oh! That is a raid from Balefire Forge. What's up, guys? Thank you, Balefire, for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? Welcome, raiders. Venom, can we get a shout out for Balefire here?
Oh, fuck the hell, yes.
Yes. That's a follower. Welcome, Majishmo. Thank you for the follow. Oh, it's, you know what? Let me do it. I'll get it. It's / shout out Balefire Forge. There we go. Yes, how was your stream, Balefire? Thanks, Former. So we're, yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm basically Tabletop, and we are painting a Chaplain on bike. Yeah, I know English. Stream is good? Nice. What'd you do? Did you do anything, I don't know where I was going with that. I just started talking. Ooh, English. I know. Yeah, it's hard. I'm a native speaker and I still can't speak English. It's bad. It's not a great language. I sculpted a bit on channel mascot upgrade. Nice. That's pretty good. I'm about to, I think, begin to... There you go again. Paying the hubcaps on here. Which, as I'm doing this whole thing in, like, non-metallic metals, gonna be fun. Gonna get into, doing basically this whole thing in non-metallic metal and volume painting is the goal, as this is a tier 4 commission. Yeah, so it's gonna take a long time, a lot of blending, and a lot of, redoing stuff. I've did the tires twice, basically, from the beginning to get to where we are now, but I'm pretty happy with where they are. And I'm still not completely satisfied with the brass casings, which, by the way, the camera picks up a lot more yellow than there actually is there, but I tried messing with the, what's it called? The exposure. I suppose, what is it, about there-ish? There. That's much closer to real life. They're kind of getting there. They're close. They're close. I'm missing something. Gonna stay in Lurk, but need to go do stuff? Yeah, you got it. You need to do post-raid, not post-raid, post-stream self-care, or get food, just take a break, do it up. Now, do I want to start dark and work my way up to white, or start with white and blend my way, like laze my way back down? So far I'm having more success. I feel like I'm starting dark and working my way up. So let's figure out, is this going to be probably grimy, oily steel? It's probably what the look we're trying to go for here. So it's going to be mostly grays. So let's get some grays on there. You know, I'm just going to focus on the one hubcap and, like, figure out the technique I want to use here. Let's jump up. Let's see, where's the light? Light's strongest up here. Get a little bit more white in there. I'm kind of just building up a foundation right now, which will add all the little, like, really hard reflections and scratchy onto this foundation, is the idea. Actually, yeah, all these... all these wider bits here, I think. No, hold on. I need a reference point again. Oh yeah, we're going to need to get some, like, browns in here. Just a little bit of brown in there. Yeah, actually, Dirty Hubcap does not have a whole lot in the way of, like, hard reflections. It's like, it's all medium grays. So I can actually pull up... I can actually repeat myself multiple times. I can pull up the whole color scheme of this pretty far. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some, like, Dawnstone. And I'm gonna work my way up to the reflections. And it's very, like, gentle increases in reflections.
For the Emperor!
Yeah! Why is it doing that one? Oh, right. Yep. I messed up the default base alert settings. Hold on. Suddenly demons across all my alerts. Hold on. Nope, not that part. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that for basic alert designs. Because what that was supposed to be was this one.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Which is also going extremely long. I need to fix that too. Like I said earlier, I'm in the process of improving all those. And testing is actually extremely difficult, the way they have it. The way they have it is that the GIF is... Oh, that one worked properly. Thanks for the bit, Sophina. Or Zophiana, sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of commands right now. Oh, I messed up merch. Merch and commission should all be lowercase. Yeah, no, it's like I said, I've been working on a lot of admin stuff. Fair bit of it still needs work. You know, for when we're not sure if work's got you or old age. Okay, when I said gently work my way up the palette, like, that was quite a bit of white. Get a little bit black. That was too much black. Too much black! Pull it back. Pull it back. This is where digital art exceeds beyond physical art, in the sense that that would just be a slider. Okay, let's see if this is actually lighter. Yeah, just a little bit lighter. Just right where I want it. Let's make that real thin, but controllable, because we're using Flow Improver. So, 1 spare aggressor, plus 1 Primaris Empress champion, plus some spare Chaplain bits. Oh, I feel like something really impressive is about to come out of that. The harder part soon is going to be the impressing upon one the idea that it is metallic. Also, I feel like the size of this makes this really hard to comfortably set up where the camera and my arms are lined up in a comfortable way to paint this. Goes 1 Indomitus Damned Legion Gravis Captain / Chapter Master. Nice. I feel like I need to filter just a little bit of like brown into this, into a portion of this. I gotta wait for that to dry, because those were very liquid to remain subtle. Although I could use just a little bit of blue to do kind of like the same effect. So I'm gonna grab some Cantor blue. And just a source of bits. Bit Store is pretty good for that. Egghead Miniatures is also a good source for individual bits. I've used both of those in the past on a good number of occasions. So my normal mini market doesn't carry the Gravis. Yes, the Gravis is kind of hard to get your hands on unless it's the one with the rifle. Here's gonna be the fun part. I think that's all dry. Now time to scritch this into kind of metal looking. I need less moisture still. Okay. What is not coming together on this? Granted, I'm still fairly new to non-metallic metal, but... Nope, not quite that dark. Maybe... there? That's pretty close to reality. Maybe blend that in a little bit more, or make it at least horizontal would make more sense. Actually, that by itself helped a lot. I think the scritching bits need to be lighter. I think I dulled them down too much. Maybe just straight white would be better. What do we think about the hubcap? Does that look good? You digging it? Does it look Does it look metal? Maybe not so close up. Maybe like, you know, from here. Does that look metallic from here? Yeah, I'm going for like a scuffed up, you know, greasy steel. With a little bit of reflection from below, you know? It doesn't help but the You think so? Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll vibe with that. That's not a bad start, all things considered, for the first 3 hours. As we are now at 3 hours, so I think this has been a stream. That's fine. Someone to read. We've done the brass shells, at least for now. Both tires and one hubcap. But at least I now know how I'm going to approach the other hubcaps. I also need to order more wax sheets for my palette, but that's fine. I've got, I think, 5 remaining. Who knows how long it's going to take to get here. Alright. Also, I feel like with all the with how high up I need the camera to be to make this work. Put our dude there. Anyway, let's find someone to raid. So we still got some numbers, and we were raid earlier. I got the Chaplain pretty much done today. Better start actually working. Fair enough. As usual. Thanks, Sophia. The only one we have online that we follow is our friend Shura, who's an actual artist, and is painting something at quick glance very cool looking. I'm gonna go make sure that I don't get stuck behind pre-roll ads, and we're gonna raid them. And you can see what doing Namatak Miles actually looks like. Because they do digital art, and they're extremely good at it. I mean, I like to say they're not that good at it, but I disagree. Oh yeah, no, I actually just went into their stream. What they're painting is absolutely awesome. Let's go. You're getting angry now? What are you getting angry now, Zophiana? You having a hard time finding the stuff you need? And pain's not helping? Oh jeez. Hey, grab me in the Discord. Can't find aggressor bits. Alright. I'll see if I can't take a quick look around. See if I can find some people selling it. But for now, let's raid, Shura. Shuratoshi. Specifically. So I'm sure they are not expecting this. Alright, I will be back in a few hours where we're going to continue, I guess, the other hubcaps while it's fresh in my mind. So about 2.5 hours-ish, we'll return. Have a good one.